In February 2024, Nigeria was shocked with the news of the death of Herbert Wigwe, his wife and his son. Herbert Wigwe was Access Bank's CEO. People were shocked by the death of Herbert in a helicopter crash all the way in the USA. It was very humbling and a very deep time of mourning for a lot of Nigerians. Many people thought that this was going to be one of the saddest things that would happen to this family and that they were going to have to deal with this pain for years. But nobody knew that just months later, this family would come on social media, and just be going through all this back and forth regarding Herbert Wigwe's estate. Now, you guys know that Herbert Wigwe has surviving children, even though he lost his wife and his first son, Chizzy, in that ill-fated helicopter crash. Now, sometime in February this year, just roughly 1 year after Herbert's death, there were court documents on social media. The family had taken Herbert's first daughter, Tochi, to court. She had now taken over her father's position, and there were issues. They're in court based on Herbert's will, obviously sharing formula of some monies, and also I think one of the major things was the money that they were supposed to be giving to Herbert Wigwe's 90-year-old father, who is still very much alive with his wife. Obviously, Herbert gave his father monthly allowances and all that. But according to Herbert Wigwe's sister, after a while, she noticed that Herbert Wigwe's friend and colleague, and the one now who has taken over his children, saying that he's going to be a father to them, AIG, let's call him that. AIG has now stopped paying the stipend that he pays to Herbert's father. And when she asked, why have you stopped paying the money, according to her, the man said that because he noticed that when he pays the money, it makes them have enough money to drag Tochi and her people to court. So what this tells me first is that they were still paying the money before the court processes started. So it was not the stopping of the money that made them go to court. So we're going to listen to Herbert Wigwe's sister and, more revelations in this video, from leaked voice notes to testimonies about Herbert Wigwe and his sister's relationship, and, why his sister doesn't feel like Tochi is capable of running her father's legacy. Listen to a clip from the video her auntie made.
So tell me what a 25-year-old girl, whose parents were suddenly taken away and left at the mercy with no help from grandparents or uncles or aunties. She's left in the middle there, and she said, you're going to make the decision. She had barely worked a month or two before her parents passed. Where is she going to get the business acumen, the knowledge from, without the help from family members to be able to go through it? Besides, she's gone through an extremely difficult time, losing her closest sibling and her parents. How can she then be of such sharp business acumen, such sharp mind, that she's going to make such complex business decisions?
Now let's talk about that. I think that what Tochi needs when it comes to business is a business advisor, a consultant, somebody that would help her, direct her based on the business, not family. When it comes to emotional needs, granted, I'm not saying that she does not need her family or her father's family or extended family. She does need them, if they need her, if they're not going to be stressing her out. Because like her auntie said, she's had a tough year. So as much as possible, I'm sure that she'll be trying to eliminate stress as much as she can. So yes, she needs her family emotionally, but when it comes to business, I don't think her family is the best bet when it comes to directing her based on the business. She needs consultants and all that. I'm also not saying that AIG, her father's the co-founder with her father's friend, who has taken over taking care of the children and everything, I don't think he's also I'm not saying he's the best person for the job. I'm just saying that she might even need a neutral person, somebody who is trained, who's going to be a consultant, help her, put her through. Because apart from the fact that I don't think she's also too small to take over the role. There are people who are 25 and they're running big businesses. She's 26.
Can you allow the family to bring up the children in the way we have brought up our children, with nurture, love, and Christian values?
Granted, we can give that to her if they have a way. Obviously, families have similar ways of raising their children, so I'm okay. I'm happy that they want to help their brother's children, raise their brother's children. But also, Tochi's 26, she can also, even the court can actually grant her guardianship of her siblings, and I think the court has. And she's I'm hearing that Tochi is not married, and I think that yes, marriage gives you stability, but marriage is not the only form of stability. Somebody cannot be married or might not be married and still give her siblings a very stable life. So I don't think that they are the only ones that can take care of the children, especially if you're already fighting me in court. You're not taking care of my brothers. I don't care how this thing ends. If it ends well, good, we can now think about that. But if you're already fighting me in court, it shows that water is going down the bridge. Water is going down the bridge. You cannot be fighting me in court and my brother is living with you or my sister's living with you. So since people are fighting in court, she has to take care of her siblings, and she doesn't have to give them to you guys to take care of. Now,
verified spreadsheet of payments made to Herbert Wigwe's siblings, including Joyce herself. Joyce had medical fees to the tune of $14,000 paid off in full. School fees she requested for more than $18,000 worth also paid in full. The reimbursement of flights, rent, monthly allowances and other expenses total more than 280 million naira since Herbert's death. And for Herbert Wigwe's parents, Pastor Shingle and Stella, it's a similar story. Commercial flights, private jet charters to the tune of $365,000 for 5 trips between April and August 2024, luxury hotel stays, visa processing and medical costs reached nearly 1 billion naira.
Now, if you listen to the dates, this was even after Herbert Wigwe died. So what it means is that they were still taking care of the father. I know that the money is long, so the money is sounding big. It is actually big. That's big money to both a rich, poor, middle-class person, and to anybody. That's a lot of money. So it shows that after Herbert Wigwe's death, they're still taking care of the father and everybody. But I'm still wondering, they said the will was from 2013. Does it change anything? He's written his will. I don't think he's going to be updating his will every year. And according to the will, he said that if anything happens to him, his eldest son, or him and his wife, his eldest child rather, should take over, which is good because sadly, their eldest son and their first child passed with them in the tragic helicopter crash. So the next person is their daughter, Ototochi, whom every other person in the family is thinking that, she's not capable of running the business. I'm wondering, if it was Chizzy that was still here, would they say that Chizzy is not capable of running the business? Now, they want to see the will. They said, according to the family, they just want transparency from Herbert Wigwe's friend and the person right now who is in charge of his children. They want transparency to Herbert's will, estate and all that. And I'm wondering, has the will been read out? If the will has been read out, should they still be looking for daily, what they call it, accounting? Like, after the end of every month, tell me what we earned, because you're not his, do I say immediate family? Obviously, he has children. And if Tochi is okay, with the way things are run, I guess that people should not be looking. If you want Tochi to do better, if you feel like she's not capable, then you look for a consultant. Employ a consultant and tell her, okay, Tochi, you need a consultant. This is not 10 naira buying and selling. This is a big corporation. There are a lot of signed documents, a lot of things that you even think that he's the one that owns, but he owns it to like 3-4 people. So you see that she needs a consultant and not family meeting to come and say, this is how we're going to do it. And also taking her to court, or taking this whole matter to court, like I said, has made a lot of water go down the bridge, and it's going to be very, very hard to get back to where they used to be. And hearing her talk about Tochi, you can tell, I don't know what is happening indoors, but from the way she even sounds on videos, she does not regard this girl as much. But she's a whole adult. Whether she's married or not, she is 26. And have you seen what 26-year-olds are doing in this world right now?
One time, there was an argument where Joyce cursed Herbert. They were arguing because she was asking him for things. Joyce told Herbert, in quote, "That's your plane. One day, your plane will crash. Calm down. Money will be scattering. The money you spend on girls will scatter." This is the type of relationship they had. Joyce was very, very unhappy with Herbert because she thought Herbert would have done much for her than he did. She had an extremely dysfunctional relationship with her brother. For example, Herbert had a big falling out with his dad because his sister wanted to send her 2 children to one of the most expensive schools in the world, in Switzerland, where the school fees were over $100,000 per year. Herbert's kids were in school in England, costing him max £60,000. Herbert tried his best to pay, but then after a while, he said forget it. Herbert's father then intervened, but Herbert did not relent. Nobody has a problem with looking after relatives. We all do that. But
if all these are true, what it means is that she already had issues with finances with Herbert when he was alive. So she couldn't fight him for his money, at least not outright. She could not sue Herbert. They could not drag Herbert to court for his money. But now that he's no longer here, they can drag the children because they feel like the money should be shared. And now sometimes, in family, they have someone that is the spokesperson, the person that feels like, I fear nobody, I'm the spokesperson. Everything we can see looks like Auntie Joyce is that person, who is very bold and who can talk to the media, who can grant interviews and drag her brother's child, just barely 1 year after the brother has passed. This is not good for Access Bank. This is not good for the businesses that he has, because all this back and forth family issues, people don't trust the businesses anymore. And it's just so sad. What do you guys think in the comment section? Do you think that Ototochi should go back to her family and let them help her arrange her father's wealth and everything? Or do you think that this family should mind their business, go and make their own money, and leave Ototochi to enjoy her father's money or to manage her father's money as best she can? I want to know what you guys think in the comment section. It will show you guys. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next video.